It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, PS5, all that. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots the wish of Barney and Ben. Those that will talk and will go for a walk is a hope, a Jadis and Jen. And a mom and dad can hardly wait for cool to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, there's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Welcome to the Valentine Show. Boys and girls, it's Christmas time. But these Democrats don't even want you to have some fun in Christmas time. It's Christmas. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of The Valentine Show. Where have you been, Mr. Valentine? Enjoying life, enjoying everything, because that's how it is. Man, Thanksgiving, spend it with the family. I hope you guys spend it with your family. Man, I tell you something, man. I should not be here. I should be in Broadway. If you agree, hit that like button. Guys, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Yes, I had a long weekend. Long Thanksgiving Day weekend, spent it with the family. But we're past Thanksgiving. Very grateful that we made it through Thanksgiving, man. I'm super grateful. My father, a lot of you guys know that he did get the vid, right? The Rona. And let me stop this real quick. He got the Rona, but thanks to God, Lord Almighty, this was back already 9 months ago, believe it or not. The time is flying. You guys remember when the people were dying and everything was going crazy? My dad got that around that time. At the middle of March, thank God, he's been already more than home. He was through that whole time where there were a lot of people dying in New York. He was in there, so God took him out of there. Thank God. I was with the family Thanksgiving, celebrating also my mother's birthday. We celebrated in family, nice and peaceful, nice and tranquil, as they say. But you guys didn't come here to know about my family. You guys came to here to know about what's going on. Oh my, what is this? I think it's called, damn, I forgot the name of the actual term. It's called, like when you get a lot of, somebody in the comment, let me know. When you get a lot of choices, you get a lot of so many choices, you're like paralyzed at so many choices. That's how the news are. It's just news after news after news. We're going to be talking about Georgia. What is going on in Georgia? Alexis, please, what is going on with the Democrats in Georgia? Democrats, we're going to be talking about, oh my God, this is so much stuff. We're going to be going through the footage a lot. And obviously, one of the best parts of the show is what? The live call-in show. That's right. You guys, I want to talk to you guys. Let me give a shout out to who's up in here. Mike's Axe Along. What's up, my brother? Alexis and the Casa, QT, Nelson, Nikki Lee. Nelson, as I say, Lucky Sport. What's up? Who else is up in here? Ronnie. What's up, my brother? Game RIP. Okay. Shared. Game. Thank you. As a matter of fact, that's what you guys should be doing. Sharing. You're so cool. Morgan in the house. Naranja 2020. That's right. We are still in the election. The election is not over. A lot of people, the crew is here. The crew is here. J-Man, the crew is here. The crew is here. Let's get into it right away. I'm gonna go to a bevy of things, and we're gonna end up in the election thing that obviously that's very important, right? In the election thing. Let's get into this. Let's get into this right here. Sarah Fuller. Let's give you guys a little bit of about a recap. This is the first woman in a particular conference in football, in American football, right? In college football more in particular. And she's getting some people are praising her, some people are naysaying her, some people are like, why do you have a girl in this team that is gonna be, she's literally gonna get slaughtered. I mean, we're talking about men, everybody knows it, all you guys here know exactly. Girls too, the girls on the right, conservative women, know exactly that it's not about hierarchy or anything like that. It's just that there is a physical difference, whether you like it or not. There is just a physical difference between a male body and a woman's body. It's just plain and simple. The designer, God created it like that to be. That does not mean that neither men are superior or women are superior. It has nothing to do with that at all. It's just that we're just built different. We're different, plain and simple. We like different things. I would thank God over the week, over the Thanksgiving weekend and Black Friday and all that. Something that does not call my attention a lot whatsoever, calls the attention of the female members of my family, and they go on Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, to Black Friday, all that stuff. I'm like, no, thank God I don't have to go. You know, but women know, women love even to window shop. It's just totally different. It's just a different thing, and there's nothing absolutely wrong with that. Even though society nowadays is trying to tell you, oh no, everybody's the same. We choose our sexes, we choose our genders. Come on, please stop this stupidity. Sarah Fuller, a team that sucks. Vanderbilt, I think they're like 0 and 8, something like that. They decided to bring her on as a kicker. Let me explain to you what's this: the kicker and what are the punters, people that kick the football. Those are like I'm not gonna say the least athletic, but they are like the least, almost like the least physicality demanding positions in the team. The thing about this girl right here, is that she was a soccer player. So soccer players are able to kick the ball real far. So maybe they got her because of this. I'm not even sure. But what she did that day when they put her on the field was horrible, to be honest. If it was not something that was what they call a squib kick, where it's supposed to be like that. I played football throughout my high school years. As a matter of fact, we had a girl, Beatrice. Beatrice, if you're listening, what's up? Great girl. But there was a physical difference in the men there, right? And the boys. I mean, and she knows that. They know that. The girls know that. But they're loading her as like, oh yeah, we're able to do the same thing. No, you're not able to do the same thing, physically speaking. When you're playing I want to see, when I see the first quarterback women in an all male team, or when I see the first middle linebacker in a woman, then we start talking. But in the meantime, no. And this is what she did. And let me show. I'm gonna show you what she did, and then I'm gonna show you what it's supposed to look like. So this is her, the day of history, I guess. I mean. So you saw that? Look. Right there. What is really supposed to happen? Let me show you what's really supposed to happen. This is what's really supposed to happen. Second half is underway. Look. All the way back there. Did you see that? Let me put that again. Second half is underway. So you see, supposed to go all the way back, almost to what they call the touchdown of the other people. She didn't do that. Now, this has happened before. I played also in the team. We one time we got a soccer player. His name was Sylvester. He did not speak the English very good. Actually, he probably did not speak the English at all, but he kicked the soccer ball very good, my friend. So he kicked, because he was a soccer player. He was from Central America. He kicked the soccer ball pretty good. So we got him. He did not know anything about football. We got him onto the football team. That way he kicks the ball, because again, they kick. That's all they do in soccer, right? So was this the case with this girl? I don't know. if the girl could do this, something like this, and I'm like, great, she could do something. That's great, you know. But there's gonna be a time where she's gonna have to tackle somebody. Meaning she's gonna have to tackle a man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the time in that interaction of what they call special team kickoffs, they are some violent, with a capital V, violent hits. Because imagine you have another player that's 100 yards away running at you full speed, and you got to tackle that. So, to be honest, I don't think the men are even gonna feel comfortable with her or hitting her just because she's a girl. Just plain and simple. It's just out of like respect, right? And then and forget about the accommodations you have to take in the locker room. You know what the accommodation that she had, Beatrice, that the girl that we had our she was in our football team. She had to go into the locker room first than the rest of the guys. The guys are there up in there naked. They were talking about high school boys and men, right? Because some of them were boys, some of them were men, naked, running up and down. You have to accommodate that for the girl, right? I mean, guys are nasty, plain and simple. Guys are nasty, plain and simple. Let's continue here. For the people that are here, thank you so much for being on the Valentine show. This show is done every single Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. New York or Eastern Standard Time. So thank you so much. Give me a like, give me a share. Helps me a lot if you guys help this channel grow. I think, to be honest, it's not tooting my own horn, but I think I do have decent jobs here on the show, and I think we got to make this channel grow. And the only thing is the way it's gonna happen is by you guys sharing. If you guys have, and not only that, I'm very grateful you guys shared my videos and all that stuff, but the way the media is censoring you, they're censoring you. It's up to us to share, to spread the gospel, plain and simple, to spread our message, because this is how it starts. And the leftists know this. The leftists understand that they first have to change the thought of the people. And how they do that? Media, books. Now the media is this right here, where we are right now, on the internet. And it's up to you to, come on, be a little brave here. Share on your Facebook. Share your ideas. Let the people know, yo, this is what I think. No, I don't stand for this. I stand for that. Plain and simple. Let's continue here. Congratulations to all you potheads. Congratulations to the potheads. As ABL says, I have coffee on deck. Bustelo. Let's go. Potheads rejoice. House votes to federally decriminalize marijuana. Let's read a little bit, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. For the first time in congressional history, the House of Representatives voted to pass a measure that will decriminalize marijuana use at the federal level, months after pulling the bill amid worries that controversial vote will cause some lawmakers to lose tie races. First time ever in history, the House, again, this is just the House. I guess it's just sometimes they do these bills to like grandstand or to say, look, I voted for this or whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is not a movement that's being talked by the president or the Senate. So, I mean, it's just kind of like dead in its water, right? But the House passed it. First time ever. So this is what happens, right? These movements start and they keep getting traction and they keep getting traction. Next thing you know, the Senate is talking about it and they pass a measure. Next thing you know, the president, next thing you know, is law. Who voted? Look what voted. The vote passed 228 to 164, mostly down party lines, with just 5 Republicans voting in favor. So 5 Republicans voted in decriminalizing and 6 Democrats voted to oppose. Let me tell you the official stance of the Valentine show on marijuana. 110% and emphatically adamant against recreational marijuana, but 110% approval of the medical use of marijuana. 100%. So I'm half and half. We can't be decriminalizing marijuana. We cannot be doing this. This is just, it's everywhere. If you don't live in the hood, if you don't live in the projects, if you don't live in New York City, yo, it's everywhere. They're smoking it outside of in front of the buildings. You don't want to be smelling that. You want to be in your house. You don't want to be smelling weed all day long. You don't want that. But what's the problem with that? You start decriminalizing stuff, right? And you don't control it again. 100% in favor of medical marijuana. But then this happens. This happened over this voting period, this voting cycle. Oregon becomes the first state in the United States to decriminalize all drug possessions. Oregonians made their state the first in the United States to decriminalize the personal possession of illegal drugs, including. Listen, I mean, this is freaking la la land, man. But this is how it starts, including cocaine, heroin, oxycodone, methamphetamine. And you know who's gonna be the one suffering from this? Poor people. That's where that's where is it at. That's where the carjackings are at. That's where the window breaking is at. I'm in the city. Let me tell you a story. I'm in the city. Look what I have to do. I have had 2 cars busted in already, windows busted in, to check what's inside my car. So I developed this technique. What I do, I leave the glove compartment open. I leave all the windows of all the any type of things open, right? Compartments in the car open. I leave them all open. Sometimes in the middle, I leave it a little bit trashy. That way, it gives off the impression that somebody was in the car already. That way, they don't break my car. That's where you're at. That's what you have to do. And you're gonna leave. I mean, like we're. I mean, it just make no sense. We're the United States is going through an opioid epidemic, and now we're gonna start decriminalizing stuff. What you guys think? Am I taking it overboard? But that's again, this is where it starts. And the leftists, they know this very well, and the politicians don't care about this. The politicians, they only care because they're gonna tax this and with obviously tax, right? They're gonna get their revenues, and now they're gonna have their state or their county or their city's gonna have more money. Plain and simple, they don't care. It's all about the money. But there's repercussions to all these things. And again, the goalpost just keeps moving constantly. About 10 minutes, we'll be turning on the lines. Look at this, guys. Cannot mention this. I can't say this right here on this video. They have algorithms listening in. If you could do a little experiment right now. See if you could put on the captioning, the closed captioning on this video that you're seeing right now. Try to turn it on. Obviously, I didn't put in the captions that I'm speaking, but you're gonna see how clear the algorithm, the I guess you could call it the AI, the program, the software picks up every single word, the correct spelling of my words, and everything that I say in this video. They are listening in. I mean, yo, it's crazy, big brother. I cannot say that. I can't talk about that. I had a video on my Spanish channel, which we're going to after this 9:10, El Show de Valentin, where I do it with my wife, right here on YouTube. And I talk about things like this, but with my wife. You talk about stuff like I had a video, a strike against my channel. I was quoting a story, and they gave me a strike on my channel. But look at this. This is where we're going, guys, and this is why. Did you guys see that over the maybe yesterday, I think it was, Clinton, Bush, and Obama said that they're gonna publicly take the shot, Corona. Sonia, I saw Sonia on Facebook throw it out. Sonia was like, red flag, that's a red flag. Why are they doing it in public? Why are they trying to make me take it or let the public take it? Why? Let me decide. But look what they're doing in Wales. This is in the UK. In Wales, will give residents ID cards to prove their Rona vaccination. Their Rona vaccination. Welsh people will be given so-called immunity passports. Look what they're naming it. And I mean, guys, immunity passport. This was happening also in Ireland. Passports to prove that you have taken the shot. The Christians in here know exactly what the mark of the 6666. I'm not saying this is the mark of the 666. What I'm saying is that look how it's implemented. In the name of safety, in the name, oh no, we just got to know. You know, The mark of the 666 for the non-Christian people here, it's a mark that you're gonna have to get for the end times, where you're not gonna be able to buy or sell with that mark on your right hand or on your forehead. And they're giving people, this is just the beginning of it, and people are gonna take it too. People are gonna, yes, give me the passport. Yes, give me this. This is for the safety. It's yes for the safety of the world. I want safety, and I just want to. They're gonna be like, yes, let me get that passport. Let's keep reading a little bit. Watch, people will be given so-called immunity passports, providing that they gotten the COVID. Look, I said it. Look, the vaccination, the country's health minister said Friday, the rollout of the credit card size cards in Wales comes days after the United Kingdom became the first country to approve a vaccine against the deadly bug, with the first jabs expected to begin shortly. And people are taking it. They're like, no, we're not taking, you are not marking me. You are not giving me no ID. None of that. But on the other hand, let me tell you guys this. On the other side, we have to raise our voices. They cannot make us do anything that we don't want. But on the other side, we also, us, the people on the right who might not be taking the shot, right? I'm one of them. I'm not taking it. At least for the first year, I'm not taking it. I think one of them is like a brand new vaccine, a new method of making a vaccine called an RNA. First time ever trying it in human beings, and they're gonna do it with this time. Not me. I'm not taking it. I'm going with Jesus. I'm sticking with Jesus at least for the first year. They're trying this, right? And they're like, they're gonna force people. But remember this, guys, and don't take it by surprise, and don't try to do a show about it either. When a business or an airline or a theater or whatever says that you are not able to come into this establishment if you don't show proof of your Rona passport, we cannot get mad. It's up to us to form our. If this is what happened, I'm not saying that this is what's gonna happen, right? I'm not saying that this is where the country's heading. That but it looks very likely. But if this starts to happen, we need to have. And I want to do a video on this. What Tim Pool, and he phrased it in a better way than I have thought, but a parallel economy, meaning something just for us and for conservatives, right? I mean, it's going there. There's companies that right now in this day, for whatever reason, and political reasons that we do not support. Remember the initiative that I started here, hashtag conservative dollars, right? We need to make people, we need to make them respect our money. Conservative people, because we buy stuff too, and they're doing all these things. Okay, again, the companies have the right to do whatever they want, but we also have the right to do whatever we want with our money. Give me a like, or actually in the comments, let me know the people that are going to be taking the vaccine the first time it comes out. Let me know. There's a lot of fear being perpetuated out there, right? A lot of fear, and with fear is that people they just give in and they do what other people tell them. Let me get back to this. You know what? Let me just talk a little bit about this real quick. This is let me pause this. This is a girl, the sister of Miley Cyrus, named Noah Cyrus. You guys know exactly what Candace Owens said about this guy. He said that that we want manly men back. Like, women in the chat, let me know. Do you want a manly man? Do you want a? Do you like a little toxic masculinity? Do you want your man to be hurrah? Do you want that? Women do that. They actually want that. They look that and they expect that from men. I gave the story here and I talked about it, that women expect certain things from men subconsciously. They might not say it, but they expect it subconsciously. I said it, and I'm gonna just repeat the story real quick. Imagine is a couple, a husband and a wife, 3:00 in the morning, they ring the door. They both get up. Who do you think the man is expecting to go to the door? Him. Who do you think the woman expects to go answer that door? She believes it's him also. This is just subconsciously. We don't even have to say that. There's certain rules, certain things that women like in men, right? Do you want your man to be dressing like this? Like, you go shopping for dresses together. I I dare say 99.9% of the women don't want a man like that. They want a manly man, plain and simple. And so they have this dispute. Candace Owens is just giving her opinion about this. A guy in a dress. No, she's like, no, we want manly men back. And in comes, look at it right here, Noah Cyrus. She's like 20 something years old, and she tweets out this. This is a tweet right here. You guys see Noah Cyrus with the picture of the guy here, something Styles. I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest. I don't even know if he's an artist. I have no idea who this guy is. But she says, look what she said. He wears this dress better than any of you nappy A hoes, right? Nappy headed, right? Meaning Candace Owens, because Candace Owens had been in the public dispute with him. She was the one that got more famous. Said that she was talking about her. Look what it says. Anyone of woke liberals care to explain to me how at Noah Cyrus calling me a nappy a hoe is not racist? I'm all ears. You guys love cancel culture. And look what you at Miley Cyrus. Come get your sister. I like Candace Owens. Candace Owens is a warrior. I like her. She's trolling, and we like that. That's what we do on the right. And she doesn't care, but she knows who she's dealing with. How you gonna say that about especially a black woman? You're again, these white liberals again saying that they're not racist, and they prove to be racist time and time again. But again, imagine if this was a Trump supporter saying this. It would be the end of the world. It would be the media saying this, all this stupidity crazy. For the older people in the chat, you guys remember when Don Imus said that about the Rutgers players? Rutgers female basketball, and he got fired from ABC, I think. Let me see. It's here. Look at it. Let me see here. Yeah, he got fired from CBS Radio. Don Imus. You guys remember that? A couple years back? He got fired because he called, which is horrible. I mean, why would you even come in and say this? Nappy-headed, HOES, right? Why would you even say that? On top, black women, right? And I think she has to pay some repercussions because, I mean, this is just not fair. Talking about women, look who's the Billboard Women of the Year. Listen up, women. This is the type of women society's looking for now. Not Miley Cyrus, Cardi B. Jesus. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. This right here is a sign of the times. And look at her quote. Look at her. The thing is, I can't even read her quote. Look what she said. Billboard Woman of the Year, Cardi B. I like justice, but I also like popping my pussy. That's where, and actually, I'm gonna do a video separate on this. God willing, I don't forget about a girl that she influenced. One of the girls in that video, in that WAP video, she's talking about how Cardi B inspires her to, get these men and get them for that money and all this. Real ratchet. But this is what society, American society is putting up right now on a pedestal and saying this is the standard for women. This is what we want. That. I don't care if she's Dominican. I'm Dominican. I don't care. That's evil. She's evil. I don't care. Like, I don't have to like a person just because they're from the same place I come from. No, I don't care about that. I'm against evil. Whoever it is, I don't care. It could be my parents. It could be my brothers and sisters. It does not matter. If they're evil, they're evil. I don't care who they are. And Cardi B, I mean, but again, she keeps doing what she's doing because people keep putting her on a pedestal as a model of society. Crazy. Let's start getting into the election. Let's start getting into the election that is currently going on. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the situation here. As the days progress, more and more evidence keeps coming out regarding election tampering, right? Before I get into this, thank you for all the 21 of you guys who are here. 22. 22 of you people that are here. Thank you so much. Please share this content. Please share this live. Share it with everybody you can. We're trying to make it grow here. Give me a like. Commingle with the people in the chat. we got a good chat open here. The chat people are nice and good. We got some warriors up in there doing their thing. We take it nice and easy. Please keep it peaceful in the chat. If not, I mean, I'm just gonna you start cursing and doing all that stupidity. I'm gonna just block you straight up. We try to hear, and it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, doesn't matter if you're liberal, doesn't matter who you are. I just want to keep it nice and peaceful, right? Like civil human beings do. So please share and comment. Let's get into this right away. The days pass, the days progress, and we see more and more evidence regarding the craziness in all these different states. And I forgot talking about this guy right here, about Barr. But if I got time, we're gonna talk about it. Alexis, what is going on in Georgia, man? Alexis, please, what's going on? The people that don't know, there was a hearing. They're having these hearings everywhere in all these states. There was a hearing yesterday, and some bombs were dropped, right? Showing now they got video evidence. Apart from affidavits, we got like 800 affidavits. Now we got video evidence of the fraud going on in Georgia, and we just want explanations. Just give us explanation. This is the video. Watch it for the people that haven't watched it. That way you see. What you're about to see is I forget the arena. I think it's called the State Farm Arena in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, where we're supposed to be counting votes, and also election night there was also a pipe burst. No receipts for the repair. None of that stuff. And then you see some highly dubious goings-ons in there. And we just want answers. That's all. That's all we want. We don't want nothing more. We want to know where these ballots are coming from. Why do they tell the people to leave? And once they leave, they start taking ballots out from tables. Come on now.
Allegedly continue counting ballots from around 10:30 p.m. until 1 in the morning, unobserved and unsupervised. Pick said that around 11 p.m., the footage appears to show workers pull boxes of ballots out from under a tablecloth. State officials have denied there is anything untoward going on. No one has.
Look at that. So they have this table here that they put here around 8 something in the morning. Everybody's counting votes. The press is somewhere else. They're also looking by. They have Republican poll watchers, Democrat poll watchers. At a certain time, they tell everybody, "We're done here. Go home." After the press leaves, after everybody leaves, they take out these ballot boxes, from under this table here that was put here like around 8 something in the morning. By the way, this is from NTD News. NTD News, go follow them. Follow NTD News, follow Right Side Broadcasting, and follow the Epic Times, and a new channel that the guy with the glasses from the Epic Times does, Facts Matter. Those 4 channels. That's what we got, guys. We can't trust anybody out here.
Yet explained who placed the containers under the table or why that was done. The chief investigator for the Georgia Secretary of State disputes that poll observers were told to leave. Georgia
Look at those boxes just rolling out of that table. Just an answer will suffice. Just give me an answer. Tell me why that was. Tell me why they told the people to leave. Tell me why they counted after that. Tell me why when I went to sleep, and I remember this was, I think, the second day, if I'm not mistaken. I went to sleep and Georgia's trending red, and I wake up again and it's trending blue. Same thing with Wisconsin, same thing with Michigan. Why do the changes happen overnight? That's all I want to know.
GOP Chair David Schaefer pointed out the video shows that observers were not there, and therefore ballots were counted unlawfully and in secret.
Following the release of the video footage, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp is calling on Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to order a signature audit of votes. He made the comments on Fox News' The Ingraham Angle.
Yep. So Kemp, the governor for Georgia, asked, it's not in his power. It's the Secretary of State has the power to ask for listen to the word, guys. We need to start using this word. We don't want a recount. Georgia just went through a recount. We want an election audit. That's what we want. The word is audit. That's what we want. Brian Kemp is asking for a signature audit of the ballots. I think that is the correct thing. I think, and I hope that they really give him the audit, because if not, I really don't know what's going to happen in the United States. And I'll tell you this. Bill Barr, I like the guy. The guy seems he has taken a lot of heat for the president of the United States. The Democrats attack him also a lot. I think he has done a good job for the president of the United States, but this is not giving me a good view of him, to be honest. Apart from the AP, who's supposed to be not that left leaning, but they come and look what it says. Disputing Trump, Barr says no widespread election fraud. They twist his words in such a manner where the DOJ, a DOJ spokesperson, has to come out and clarify what Barr is saying. But that doesn't take away from the fact that, where are you, Barr? To be honest, and I understand why you cannot trust like the FBI and these government agencies to do their job. The FBI had Hunter's laptop since last year, didn't do anything about it. Barr, who's in charge of the FBI, it's that is under the one of the agencies that the DOJ, the Department of Justice, controls, and the head of the DOJ is Bill Barr. Yet, where are the investigations? There are thousands, hundreds actually, of affidavits of people saying that this happened. You guys remember with Blasey Ford and the whole Kavanaugh situation, where there was just one testimony of a woman of something that happened 40 years ago, and everybody's checking out and let's see what she said, and he did this 40 years ago. Yet there's 800 affidavits about widespread election fraud, and he's saying that they don't find anything. And the thing is that he didn't investigate anybody. He didn't interview anybody. But even that, he still did not say this, according to the AP. He still did not say this. Look what he says here. DOJ fires back at news organizations claiming voter fraud probe are over. That's not what AG Barr said. They're not over. They're still waiting. They're still investigating. They're not over. But again, you guys see the plan. It's for us to forget about it. This is why it's important, guys, not to rely on the algorithm or this person is, we're just going to leave it and not share. This is why we have to share. It doesn't have to be my material. You could share whoever you want. Share the message. That way people know. Look what it says. The Department of Justice responds to media organizations who reported on Tuesday that the DOJ had concluded its investigation into allegations of voter fraud and had found no evidence saying the claim was incorrect. The DOJ has to come out and say something about it. Some media, this is them speaking, some media outlets have incorrectly reported that the department has concluded its investigation of election fraud and announced an affirmative finding of no fraud in the election. A DOJ spokesperson said in a statement, that is not what the Associated Press reported, nor what the Attorney General stated. The department will continue to receive and vigorously pursue all specific and credible allegations of fraud as expeditiously as possible. But I'm like, when that video dropped yesterday, the DOJ should have been like in Georgia. The DOJ should have been like, you know what? Let's look into that. We're talking about a general election here for a president. And the DOJ, where are you, my dude? Where are you? To be honest, man, and you guys can let me know, and I'm pretty sure you guys will agree with me. It feels like sometimes like Donald J. Trump is fighting up there all by himself, man. Has no support from anybody except for the people out here on the ground, right? It's insanity. The time has come, guys. I took a little bit long. The time has come. Let's put this here. The number to call is 646-470-1077. Let's get at least 2 calls in before I hop on over to where am I going? Obviously to the Spanish show with my wife. I mean, it's getting crazy. There's a lot of information. There was another woman, a woman in Detroit who, let me see if I can find her here. A woman in Detroit who is saying that Detroit was telling poll workers or actually election workers to backdate the ballots. They were telling them to backdate the ballots, man. I mean, there is so much. Everything is piling up like crazy, right? Again, this is why I get sometimes like what you call so many options. You don't even know what to do. There's just so much stuff going on, and we shall see. One of the things that one of the avenues to a Trump presidency is that not all states certify before the I think the time is December, I forget now. I think December 14th, if I'm not mistaken. If they don't all certify their elections results, it goes over to the states. The states choose, and that's where apologize. That's where Donald Trump might be taking it. I also saw a video today, which I'm not sure if it was 100% true. In that same location in Atlanta, they say that there's a woman, one of the workers there, right, poll workers, that is taking in a USB, and she takes it in suspiciously. Like, why are you taking this suspiciously, right? Makes no sense whatsoever. Why are you doing this suspiciously? And the craziness about it is that she's right in front of a camera that's recording all this stupidity. It's on a video on The Hill, actually. But if you go to Angela Stanton King on Instagram, you're gonna see the video there. But the video is a video from The Hill, and they still have it. It was from November, and it's still up on their channel on The Hill. And they haven't taken it down, where it shows the full context of the video, where this guy in like some jacket shows up and he hands something over to this person. They're saying it's a USB drive, and hey man, and the way that they take it in is it seems like it's like it is a drug transaction going down. Like what is the secretiveness behind this? And it seems like it's one of the persons also that stood behind to count these ballots after the media and everybody was sent to go home. What I'm liking about the case that they're building a very, in my particular, a very provable case, which is they have eyewitnesses. Those are the affidavits, eyewitnesses as to what happened, and they are all matching up with each other, right? So they have eyewitnesses, but the other case that they're trying to build is a statistical one, which makes sense, to be honest. Sometimes you cannot sit there and prove and fact check every single signature, but you are able to, if you send out 100,000 mail-in ballots and you get back 150,000, fraud, right? Like what happened, right? We got to check for the people that voted twice. Remember, there's a problem with the mail-in votes. We have never had this huge amount of mail-in votes before. We have had absentee ballots, people that literally cannot make it to the polls on that day, but not just states mailing out ballots, whether you ask for them or not. That was happening in Detroit. So you will get it. This is the story of the woman, one of the witnesses over there said that though people show up to their voting locations in Detroit, say that, I want to vote. And it shows that they were sent out an absentee ballot already, but did I know? But I want to vote here now. So that ballot is out there already. Now they make her that person that wants to vote there a brand new ballot. So in essence, that person has two ballots, and there's stories of people voting twice like that. They request an absentee ballot, and then they go and vote in person at the polls. I think, listen, half the country is literally wants to make sure that the elections are audited, and that if that has never happened in the United States before, this is the time to do it, especially with what went on with this absentee ballots and these mail-in ballots, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, why not do it? And it's funny because the Democrats out there, they're like, oh no, these are frivolous cases. Frivolous? No, people want to know. Let people know. Are you guys scared tonight? I'm not that smart, guys. Don't worry. You guys could call me. The phone number is 646-470-1077. There you go. Look, I just said it. Caller, you on the air?
Hey, it's Alexis.
Alexis, what is going down in Georgia?
I'm gonna say nothing but positivity.
Okay, I like that.
that is all that we needed, was to show the proof, to show that there was nothing but fraud going on at Fulton and DeKalb. And I didn't even know they were able to get the video, but they were able to get it like right before it, they had their session. So I am just very excited to see this all play out.
Me too.
Because it is definitely going to be in our favor. There's no denying the proof of the videos, the testimony from everyone. I watched all 13 hours.
You did? Wow.
Yeah, I watched everything, everyone's testimonies. And it just wasn't just about the videos, but it was about the other. Hold on. Sorry, my son was driving me crazy. Anyways,
no problem.
The other issue was people's testimonies stating that when they went to go vote, there was this young lady who went to go vote, and when she went there, they told her, "No, you already voted."
Yeah.
And she had to fill out that special ballot, and when she went to follow up on it, it was never turned in. So, I mean, they were like, wait, we'll get your information now, and so forth. So it's just little things like that is just basically like a little pebble in the water that's going to continuously be a big tsunami eventually, because this all of all the darkness that they've been trying to hide, it will be eventually blown up with light, because you can't continuously lie and think that that's never going to be pulled out. I mean, anyone knows you lie, it eventually catches up to you no matter what.
Yeah, I mean,
but I did see that video that you mentioned about Angela.
Oh, Angela Stan, yeah. Yo, Angela's a warrior down there. To be honest, I really wanted her to win. To be honest, but who knows if she even did because of all this fraud? Who knows? You know?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I was really happy to hear today Kemp make the statement. You know, after he saw the videos. But dude, you should have been on top of it. Like, come on. But, you know, thanks now for, you know, finally saying this, you know, that you're going to go ahead and get the signature of audits. But, I mean, he says that the SOS has to be the one to do it. But, I mean, I really don't know how far that goes. Like, I thought that he would be the one to be able to call it. So I was kind of confused with that.
Yeah, no, it's something with the law. The law is the one that gives the Secretary of State the power to call for election signature audit of the ballots. So, let's see what happens. I really hope something does happen, and I think if Georgia starts doing something, that might trigger the rest of the states to actually start doing something where people generally have some concerns. I think it's only fair that 70 million people get some answers regarding as to did their vote count or did their vote get diluted by dead people voting. I mean, those. I mean, I thought that was what democracy was all about. But let's see what happens. Let me ask you this, Alexis. How about changing topics a little bit here? What do you think about? I know you'll be excited about Cardi B being the Woman of the Year.
You know, that's like literally my favorite person. I think that just basically goes to show how society is going down the toilet.
Down there, I think they're in the sword already. To be honest, man.
Yes, I think that is such the best comical news I've ever heard of 2020. Like that's a really good way of aiming high.
And with such a vulgar song, right? Like out of all the songs, right? This I think this is the most vulgar song a female artist has ever done, to my knowledge. To be honest,
I have not ever listened to it. I haven't ever listened to it.
You know, it's funny. Alexis, sorry to cut you off. You know, it's funny because I actually did a reaction to that song in this channel, but I've never ever listened to that, and I didn't play it because they will give me a strike here on the channel. But believe it or not, I've never ever listened to that song in my life, and hopefully I don't.
I actually watched that video. I watched your video.
Oh,
like if I don't, I watched it, but like I'm not listening to it because it's like, why would I even listen? Like this is foolishness, you know. Well, for me, hip hop died a long time ago, and you know, these washed up mumble rappers, I can't even be bothered with them. I couldn't even listen. It's a shame where we are in 2020 as far as lyrically. There is very far and few of people. Actually, as far as good hip hop is concerned, there are some good people out there now, but they're not in that retro of the realm of what used to be hip hop.
You know what? Thinking about it now, Alexis, it was probably the fact that she's actually also a good interviewer and reporter when she interviewed Joe Biden.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We're just going down the drain. I mean, it's just so sad. Very sad.
Alexis, thank you for calling and thank you for always being active in the chat. God bless, sisters. Have a good one.
Yes.
Later.
All right, we're holding it down in GA. Trust me.
Amen. That's what's up. Hold the line. Hold the line. Later.
I'm holding the line. I promise you. Take care.
All right. You too. That's Alexis, one of the warriors from the chat. Yep. I mean, it's craziness, man. Guys, there's a lot of craziness going on in this world everywhere. Like everywhere. There's like craziness in society, craziness in politics, craziness here, craziness there. But at least it's Christmas. The number to call is 646-470-1077. I would like to take one more call. A warrior to call me and give me your opinion on what you think is going on with all this craziness and buffoonery and malarkey that is going on in the United States of America right now. But it's time to hold to The Rock. You know who's The Rock? No, not The Rock. The Rock is a pedophile too. He's like, I'm not going to say he's a pedophile, but he was joking with pedophile themed jokes, which I actually covered on the show here. Not that Rock. The Rock. Jesus Christ. That's it. You guys gonna see. You guys gonna see where the world is going with the news, where the cycle is going. Where are we going towards? It's things that I don't talk about it too much because as soon as you talk about these things, people say, oh, conspiracy theories. No, it's conspiracy truth. Conspiracy truth. We're going to a one world government. That's where we're going. We're going to all the powers at B are merging into one. They want to merge everything into one because that's where the world is going at the end of the time. That's where everybody's going. What do you think the United Unions is? The United Nations is. What do you think that is? What do you think the WHO is? The World Health Organization. What do you think Biden wants to rejoin it? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said he wants to rejoin it, right? Again. People that gave him wrong information. They asked Kamala Harris about and after CNN admitted that China lied. Now CNN the other day came out, hey guys, news, China lied to us about the deaths. Duh. They were asking Harris, hey, so what should we do? Should we blame China? Like, no, I can't comment on international activities at this moment, blah, blah, blah. What are you guys gonna think that they're gonna do to China with Beijing Joe at the helm? When his son is going to China, as they say, and then the FBI didn't investigate, going to China and coming out with multi-million-dollar, I think it was loan guarantees. Beijing Joe, China wants to destroy the U.S. China wants to be on top, like we on top. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. But that's where we at. The number to call 646-470-1077. Anything is on the table. What do you guys think about Cardi? We need to keep talking about Cardi. What do you guys think about Sarah Fuller, the first woman in football, right? In college football, in that. At least in that conference, at least. How do you guys feel about overturning the election? The Democrats have it like it's a done deal. I don't look at it like that, to be honest. They have it like it's a done deal. Like, yeah, Joe is he's not even president. Technically speaking, I heard somebody saying that he's only president-elect when the actual what is it? The electoral college votes him in, technically speaking. So technically speaking, he's not even president-elect now. I heard somebody say that. Don't hold me to that. I'm not a lawyer. These people have it like if it's a done deal, like we're done, you know, he's president, blah, blah, blah. They're talking like that. And it's funny, man, to be honest. The media blackout regarding all these things that are going on. Like they don't want to cover it. Yeah, unless it's negative news towards the president of the United States. It's funny, he has to, but I think it's a good thing, actually. We're refining new news sources like NTN, the one that I just did, NTD. Great. They're doing news, right? Some even Fox they lost they lost us also. They didn't and sometimes to think about Fox was maybe controlled opposition, meaning okay, everybody's on the left, right? Everybody, CNN, MSNBC, blah 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 blah. They're all on the left, and the same people were like, you know what? Let's make something on the right, but that is controlled by us. That way, we still control what they think and say. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. But now we're getting other people. We're getting people from overseas. There's news agencies overseas that like Sky News that we trust more than people from over here. So we got these people. We got the Epoch Times. We got little news sources like that are coming. To be honest, the internet right here where you guys are right now, better news source than CNN. Better news source than them. Again, these people got their agenda, right? They got an agenda to follow. They got an agenda. Am I looking good out there, guys? I'm looking. Is it lagging a little bit? It looks like it's lagging a little bit. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much. But guys, I want to thank you. We're going to close the lines right now. I want to thank the people so much. Let me talk to you guys. Let me say what's up to the people here on the chat. Sonia's up in the house. President-elect Dollop, yeah, up in the chat. Thank you. Morgan, thank you. QT and La Casa, Ronnie, Lucky Sport. Who else is up in here, man? Bad A, Dan is up in here. Who else is up in here? All the people. Thank you so much, guys, for making another Valentine show possible. I thank you for the people that are here. Thank you for supporting my content and what I do, guys. The goal for here, I've never, have I said this? I think I got to do a channel update or talk a little bit just for you guys, blab it out a little bit with you guys. Guys, I eventually want to do this full time. Eventually, obviously, there's a lot of up and downs in this industry, right? Especially with a lot of the censoring that's going on right now, right? And we're struggling. We're going through our learning curves, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the goal is that. The goal is that I eventually want to make something big of this, of the Valentine show. And who knows, maybe other media-generated things where we are able to have again, that's what the market is calling for. The market is going away from these big corporations and is going more towards these smaller people who are trustworthy, right? This is a trustworthy place. I'm not going to give you information that I don't believe is truth, that I'm not going to further my point just because they are on my team. I'm not going to spread lies and rumors. This is it right here. So we're going to try to make it grow, but it's only going to happen with you guys, exclusively with you guys, the people that are here, this small group of people, of followers who are here with me. Thank you so much. Every Friday, guys, you guys have been here with me every Friday. I really appreciate that. Small group of people that are here with me. With this, we're going to make it grow. That's right. Our goal for the channel, that's right. We just crossed 1,000 subs, maybe, to be honest, probably like 2 months ago. We crossed 1,000 subs, and we need to do an exponential growth. We're gonna 10x that, and we're gonna take it to 10K. But it's only gonna happen with you guys. Guys, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your family, enjoy everything. Enjoy life, guys. I mean, it's Christmas. Go out, enjoy, and do what you gotta do. God bless. We're going to El Show de Valentín on YouTube with my wife. We're gonna start at about 9:10. God bless, Godspeed me, Valentine. I am out.